The Narcotics Control Commission has intercepted a large consignment of suspected cocaine at the Swiss port in Tema in the Greater Accra region during a routine inspection on Wednesday, April 23, 2024. According to officials, the cargo, which was being packaged for shipment to the Netherlands, contained concealed substances suspected to be cocaine. Now, in total, 73 slabs weighing approximately 89.74 kilograms were seized. 4 individuals have been arrested so far in connection with the attempted shipment. They are currently in the custody of the Narcotics Control Commission as investigations continue into the origin, the ownership, and intended recipient of this illicit cargo. Now, if you recall, this comes on the back of the number of the major interceptions that have been made by the Narcotics Control Commission over the last at least 6 weeks. Now, Richard Kumadoe is an intelligence and security risk analyst. He's joining us, a former intelligence officer with the BNI, now National Intelligence Bureau. Mr. Kumadoe, appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us here on Hot Edition. First of all, hearing this latest interception of another large consignment of suspected cocaine at the Tema port here in the Greater Accra region, following from what we saw, the interception by the Narcotics Control Commission with this consignment from the central region en route to Accra. How does all of this play out for you?
My checks confirms that they are having some of these processes because there has been a large work done by the intelligence community. There has been a lot of surveillance in the system. Some went back as far as a year ago, 1.5 years ago, last year June, and this year January. And I wasn't surprised at all. The successes, they are shocking. I think what has helped the security agencies was this such a collaborative nature of agencies working together to ensure that their security intelligence gathering has become a bit more effective, and a lot more people are speaking because of lack. There has not been lack of motivation in the system. I've heard one of the things we haven't done well as a country is when some of these seizures are done, we don't follow up to see how it ended. And to the extent that Ghana has become not just a transit point, but a destination and an origin of many of these criminal activities. Some of these things may find themselves out of the country through some other means. If we take a determination that once we pick them, investigation goes off, and we destroy these drugs, then it helps our cause. But we need to find out, the media must help society to find out where do we keep some of these drugs and what happened after a year or 2 or 3. But I can tell you, a lot more work is being done, and many more people are on the run because there's fire on their hill.
I see. Then again, that's fundamental question you ask about what happens to these drugs when they're intercepted. And just for the benefit of those watching on Facebook, and for those of you who want to get onto Facebook right now, 3FM927 on Facebook, we're showing you videos of this interception of this large consignment of suspected cocaine at the Swiss port in Tema in the Greater Accra region during a routine inspection yesterday by the Narcotics Control Commission officials. Now, we understand the cargo was being packaged for shipment to the Netherlands, contained concealed substances suspected to be cocaine. We have videos of these concealed substances which have been intercepted as we speak. So go on our Facebook page at 3FM927. You see we're showing you the videos of this consignment and what's in there. Mr. Kumadoe, well, a number of times the media is invited to witness the destruction of these consignments. Either they burn them at the seashore or some other places as well. And you say that that's not enough convincing to let us all know how these intercepted products end up?
That is just one aspect of it. The totality of what we are dealing with. Once these are poisonous drugs, and you wouldn't want them to move from your country to some other country, and you wouldn't want the same people to engage in the same kind of trade with a bit more sophistication. One of the things we have to do is to speed up with the investigation and arrest as many people as possible. The second one is to prosecute. And the third one, let the media be a watchdog for us throughout the destructive nature of these drugs. Other than that, if you keep them for a very long time because of a lack of conclusive investigations and prosecutions, you never know what is going to happen in a year or 2 or 3. One of the good things that has also happened in AFED is that the deputy narcotics director, Chum Berima, used to be a police officer, and I think now he's a lawyer and a politician. So we might want to play on his leverage and his knowledge about how to capture some of these loopholes when it comes to drugs, seizure, and how some can slip off, besides the fact that we destroy large numbers of it. And I think that is a preventive measure, and that is a curtailing measure. And in as much as we clap for them and we commend them for hard work done, let's also make sure we seal the back end, and we will have a better day future.
See, now the next phase after this is interception of this last consignment is that we understand the investigation is going to continue into the origin, the ownership, and intended recipients of the illicit cargo. I mean, what exactly is going to be at play right now for this next phase of the investigation as we're getting to know now?
The nature of these crimes is that they are cross-border crimes, and there has to be some people expected to receive it either at the high sea before it reaches the Netherlands, or it gets to the Netherlands and some people pick it up. If the Ghana authorities realize that they don't have the capacity, or they have some level of arrangement with the security agencies in Netherlands, they would have let the cargo move and they would give them a tip-off and the guys would be arrested there. To the extent that they are arrested here, which means that much of the work has been done here and the kingpins behind it are already here or in close proximity, and the authorities here will want to go after them. My encouragement or my incitement is that they pick them at the right time, and I'm hopeful that they will work through the night and make sure that the right people are picked, those who play passive role and active roles in this particular consignment. And there could be a linkage to many of the ones they have intercepted so far. And I wish them well. Thanks to the collective nature of what the agencies are doing together and why they are getting the results. They shouldn't stop. They should continue. And it's going to make them very effective and very bravado in the nature of the work they do.
And I do appreciate your time on this matter. Thank you so much. And Richard Kumadoe is a security and intelligence analyst, also joining us, a former operative of the National Intelligence Bureau, that's formerly Bureau of National Intelligence, BNI. And let's focus on this matter a bit further. Chum Berima is the Deputy Director of Narcotics Control Commission, joining us on the telephone right now. And Mr. Chum Berima, thank you so much for joining us here on Hot Edition.
Yeah, thank you, Alfred.
Fantastic. Now, we're just reading this latest interception from you. A large consignment of suspected cocaine at the Swiss port in Tema in the Greater Accra region during what has been described as a routine inspection by you, the Narcotics Control Commission. Tell us a bit more about what we are seeing in this video.
Okay, so it was last night that it wasn't Tema, it's Accra. And we had let me say a report, at the headquarters. So I was just about to leave the office and the call came in. So immediately I went there, and our men there had arrested some persons who were about to, should I say, ship or send across these items to Europe. So we got them arrested. Our K9 team went there to do their work, and we got them arrested. And then it was about 73 parcels of suspected cocaine. And so I had to be there for everything to be counted and assessed. And then after that, we packed it back to the headquarters and then brought them to detain them. So investigation is currently ongoing here.
I see. Now, was this as a result of prior intelligence you had received, or you were on a routine inspection as has been reported?
Well, it's a routine thing. You see, everything that goes out of this country from any point, we inspect. Our men are at the various, how do I say it, let's say border posts that, things could enter or exit from here, to be checking anything that is coming and going out as well. So as far as the routine check, every day, every time, morning, afternoon, evening, we check all these things to ensure that everything that is going out or coming in are well scrutinized. So where we have our suspicions on something, we dig further. And that is what happened with this one. It wasn't any prior intel or something, but it's something that we were normally checking or we're doing our routine exercise or work, and then we found it.
I see. Mr. Berma, this comes on the back of a number of large interceptions that you, Narcotics Control Commission, have made in the last at least 6 weeks. The latest being the interception of the large consignment of cocaine and then suspected cocaine, and then also other illicit drugs from the central region en route to the Greater Accra region. What exactly is working for the commission, which has contributed to these latest number of consignments that have been intercepted?
Okay, so I would say that it's as a result of all in regards to quality leadership that we have now. Leaders who are not ready to compromise in their roles, but to ensure that, the right thing is done at the right time. So we are just working, and that is what the president has mandated us to do. So that is what is leading to these things. Because if we are not really active or vigilant, these things will be just passing, under the curtains, under the carpet, and then you will not be seeing it. Because if you look at, for instance, what we had yesterday, if you look at the way they had attached or they've rubbed some, I don't know whether it's a chemical or something, on it for it to not smell the way that you want it to smell, for your sniffing dogs or whatever to be able to apprehend it easily or access it easily. It tells you that the criminals are looking for different means of operation. But we, as I always say, under the leadership of my boss, the Brigadier General Mante, alongside his team, we are wide awake, and we are not going to leave any stone unturned. So it's not about anything, but it's as a result of quality leadership that we are experiencing. That's it.
I see. And it's important that you even make reference to how this packaging has been done. For the benefit of those who want to see this, you can go on our Facebook page at 3FM927. We have videos of how this consignment suspected to be cocaine was packaged. And I see, Mr. Chumberma, the rubber with something that looks like a black substance in there.
It's not that the rubber is black. No, because of that thing I was telling you about, that they've applied some, I don't know whether it's a chemical or something on it, just for it to, to be able to outweigh the security operations. Let me put it in that importance. Yeah.
I see, but then again, your sniffer dogs were able to sniff it out.
Oh, of course, yeah, yeah.
So there was another concern that was raised by Richard Kumadoe, who was on the other line before you joined us, about how these substances are eventually destroyed. Where does it end up? You've intercepted a number of these large consignments. What next?
Okay, so once you make arrests, then you can't just destroy, because somebody is connected to it. You understand? So after investigations, the next thing is prosecution. And so when we get to the point that we want to destroy, we get the directives from the court, and then we go to destroy them. Not too long. Since we took office, I think we've done some destruction around. I think about a week or two ago. Also, there was some destruction that was done alongside FDA and co. Yeah, so we do it. We don't do it in security. It's always in an open space. Yeah.
But you would understand why this question is crucial, because we've had some time in the past in this country where cocaine that has been intercepted gets lost, unaccounted for. It turns into baking soda and so on. So we need to know how you dispose of these substances that you intercept or you arrest.
Yeah, Alfred, but one thing that you can count on the NDC government led by John Dramani Mahama is that due diligence is always at stake. The time that it turned into baking soda or whatever that you are mentioning, those people are no more. And us, it will not turn into anything. But where it needs to be destroyed properly.
I do appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Chumberma is a deputy director in charge of the Narcotics Control Commission there, talking to us, giving us a bit more detail